You could use another kind of brush, you could use your hand, or even some clips to hold that hair out of the way while you blow dry the other hair forward. What's up, guys? Winston, aka the Breakdown Barber here. This is another video in my series where I'm showing people how to use my product line, Talisman Products, how to style their hair, and focusing more on practical everyday styling rather than, like editorial or portrait shots where barbers and other people who do hair get like really extravagant and crazy with it. This is for people who are consumers and want to just be able to style their hair on an everyday basis and be able to make it look good, but without having to put in too much effort. So this video, my buddy Michael came in to help me. I wanted to do something a little bit more fun, so it's like a really textured, alternative, punk rock looking like mullet. So if you have something similar, this will be really good. And of course, there's aspects of it that apply to other haircuts and other styles as well. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hello everyone, this is my friend Michael, and he's going to let me show you how to style a texturized mullet on him. He needs a trim, so I'm going to do that behind the scenes real quick. And then on towel dried hair, I'm going to spray a healthy amount of my Talisman sea salt spray into his hair. My sea salt spray isn't as harsh as a lot of other ones I've used, so normally I wouldn't spray this much because usually it would make the hair get tangled easily and make it really hard to work through. So I'm going to start with blow drying the top, and he styles his hair forward, so I'm going to blow dry it forward while getting some tension and pulling the hair up with my round brush. You could also use like a vented brush or your fingers, but I like the round brush. So Michael here has kind of more like a crop mullet, a crullet if you will. So I'm just gonna blow dry the front straight down. I don't want any volume there. And I'm gonna keep going over it for a while even after it's dry, because the styling happens after the hair is dry. If you stop as soon as it's dry, all you did was dry it, you didn't style it. Now on the back, I'm going to start with loosely going over it, getting it mostly dry before I start working on it so it doesn't take too long. We have more hair to work through back here, so I just don't want it to take too long if it doesn't need to. So after that pre-dry, I'm going to hold my brush at the middle of the back of his head, and I'm going to blow dry the corners forward because I like seeing that little swooping forward look when looking at it from the sides. I got a little bit better angle on this side of his head, so you'll see more of what I'm talking about right here. And again, you could use another kind of brush, you could use your hand, or even some clips to hold that hair out of the way while you blow dry the other hair forward. But I already had my brush in my hand, so I just used that. And I'm not gonna go too extra crazy with it. I want these videos to be like wearable, achievable styles for people on an everyday basis. And then up towards the top on the back, I want some volume, so I'm gonna pull a little bit of tension as I'm blow drying it down. Wherever you want volume, pull the hair off the scalp and blow dry it. And wherever you want to reduce volume, blow dry it smooth and flat. It's starting to come together, but I definitely want more texture, so I'm going to grab my Talisman Boost Powder. Some call it texture powder, some call it volumizing dust, but it all does the same thing. It adds volume and texture. So I sprinkled some all over the top of the hair, but then to make sure I get more volume, I pull back some of the hair and sprinkle it down to the root. And then afterwards, I'm just going to mess it all up, mix it all in there. And you can already see a huge difference in volume and texture. But to refine it, make it a little more personalized and make it look more intentional, I'm gonna twist some pieces and pull pieces out to make it look more piecey or texturized. With this type of style, I find it easier to separate the top and the back, so I did the top first. And then on the back, I'm gonna apply it in a similar manner, pulling some hair up, getting powder down at the root. And you have to look pretty far down while you're doing this, otherwise you'll get more powder on your back than in your hair. And again, we're just gonna mix it all around after. You'll see all the powder coming out and it looks cool. And I already love how much more texture and volume it has and how much more alternative and punk rock it looks. But I'm gonna organize some of that chaos with more twisting and pulling pieces apart where I want them. To me, this just makes it look a lot more balanced. And like I said, intentional and less like I woke up with bedhead. This is like messy, but still looks like you styled it. Well, here's the finished product. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you found this helpful. Mullets are very polarizing, so feel free to let me know how much you hate mullets in the comments if you do. And if you found me from buying the products and using the QR code on the front, thank you so much. For anyone who didn't, I will have a link in the description. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram at The Breakdown Barber, and I guess I will get out of your hair now.